Yo, what's going on, guys? We got the Summer of Sorrow, and we're starting off with a Iron Fist. So, it's just a different title, same diff, same thing. We got this boss every 2 weeks, starting with Iron Fist. Now, I don't really know all the nodes on this guy. I already forgot. Finished this a few days ago. So we started off with Human Torch, just the best counter, my personal opinion, that I have right now. And he worked pretty well. I just had to just put on his pre-fight, and it's not really about how you play. Actually, yes, that's actually really what I mean. It's just not about it's not really about who you use unless you're really trying to get the objectives like me. It's more about how you play, because there's a lot going into this. I think it's more, I think there's a difference between hard and annoying, like, type of nodes. I think this one is more annoying than hard to, like, deal with on this guy. So, yeah, we got this, whatever it is, I think it's pressure gauge, I'm pretty sure. And what you want to do with that, just start off there. You're gonna start with 5 on your meter, pressure gauge meter, and then it's gonna go up to 10. And when it gets to 10, you're gonna take a massive burst of damage. So never get it to 10. No one's immune to that. But when you get it to 0 instead, that's gonna power drain you, like, I think like a bar of power, or maybe all your power. I don't really remember that, but I'm probably like only a bar of your power. So be mindful of that. Just try to keep it between, like, never higher than 9, of course, but getting it to 0 is not really a huge problem. Just try. Oh my goodness, excuse me. Try to not have it get to 0 or 10. That'd be pretty annoying. So I just, sometimes when it was getting close to 0, I just let it hit 0. So because it didn't really matter too much. But once it hits 0, it resets back to 5, which is a little annoying. So you want to keep it low. Just keep it low. And the next thing is we have this protection node. Simply put, I'm pretty sure it's every it's pretty tricky. But every time you knock down the defender with a heavy attack, I'm pretty sure. I think it's ebb and flow knockdown with heavy or something like that. That's pretty self-explanatory. It's pretty annoying because you want to be able to flame this guy. Like Human Torch, boom, dead. First objective done. Now, if there was no protection, this would have been done even easier and even quicker with Human Torch. But yeah, that's how Torch went. Getting back to the nodes, because I'm just taking my time, not going through them. The next one, I think I can remember. There's a Bulwark node for your attacker, and I don't necessarily know when I don't specifically know when it activates, but it gives you a Bulwark buff passive. Also, I'm using Spider-Ham here for another objective, and I just use Spider-Ham because he fit the objective, and he worked. This fight's also really hard because another node we're gonna get into. Obviously, there's this root thing where you'll get rooted if you're really close to the defender during, I think, special attacks. And then also there's a timer. I think you have to use a special attack. It's just kind of a root timer. If you don't want to get rooted, use special attack, of course. And then next, the most important node. Listen up. The defender's immune to all debuffs, and you are immune to all buffs. So, Silk would work. I tried Silk. It just took too long, and also doesn't have that survivability type thing. But she works though. It's just kind of it's a little bit annoying. But as you can see, Spider-Ham kind of doing the job. It took a little bit of time, and also every one of these attempts, I've used multiple revives. I think the most I used the first attempt with Human Torch, I think it was 1 revive. If I even died, maybe it was none. Actually, yeah, it was none. Or maybe it was 1. It would have been none or 1. But yeah, and then we go in with Spot. Now, it kind of ramped up every attempt or every new champion I use. So with Spot now, it took me like 4 revives. I don't know. It took me quite a few because it was just annoying because Human Torch was like really ideal for it, but with Spot, you're gonna be able to have the advantage of still going untouchable and applying instant ruptures. However, you're still not gonna get the Spot that you remember and love using. And if he's awakened, it's way better because you also get a Fury passive. But you're just gonna go untouchable. You're gonna probably have some more block proficiency. Mine's rank 1. I used a bunch of boosts every time also in these fights. So, I mean, you could solo with Spot if you're just patient. Really, that's what it comes down to. With Human Torch, you don't have to be like patient because Human Torch, he obviously decimates defenders like Iron Fist. But with attackers like Spot and Spider-Ham, who in this fight aren't gonna do a lot of damage, you have to have patience. And that's what I tried to do here, even though I died a few times. If you just have patience, you can solo it. Obviously, you just have to not get hit because this guy will kill you. Iron Fist will, bro. He'll destroy you. Like he's destroyed me a couple times already. When I was recording this, so I mean, obviously I wasn't gonna put all my deaths in because it took a while, but I put that one in right there. End up dying. It's pretty sad. Yeah, man. I mean, it was a tricky fight. However, I managed to overcome it because I have a decent amount of revives even now. I think I have about like 25 revives. But at this time, I don't know. Maybe I have like 20 to 25 revives. And when I was recording this, I had like 28 or something. I don't know. I just used a few though, so it wasn't like an insane amount. I still have a good chunk to use, and you know, maybe it's not that wise, obviously, to waste revives when you could solo it. But I wasn't trying to go through all the hassle because I already spent like an hour on this fight. And I don't know, there's not like new story content coming out within the next month or so, but there is Act 9.1, which is crazy. That isn't gonna be for a little bit though, so I'm not too fussed about that. And also I can get some revives from the event quest pack completion and I think exploration. So all that being said, this fight is over. All 3 objectives are secured. Yeah, hopefully you guys have a good time with this fight if you haven't already completed it. I'm glad it lasts 2 weeks though. Right here, see, I was like, I was thinking, is this gonna kill me? And it did. Unfortunately, I have to use one more revive. I wasn't like really pissed about it, or angry or anything, but you know, it just sucks using a revive. I do have like 55 free crystals still in my stash right now, so that's gonna give me a few revives, at least one, right? Or at least none. So that might suck, but it's gonna give me potions for sure. That's guaranteed. They're gonna give me a lot of potions either way. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up, and it's gonna do it for this video. This fight was pretty fun. We'll be back in the next 2 weeks with the next Summer of Sorrow fight. Hopefully I'll post before then if there's anything major going on. You know, we'll have to see. I'm probably gonna post before then. We'll see though. I'm still alive. I'm still here. Thank you guys for watching. It was a fun fight. Hopefully you guys have fun during this fight as well, and I'll see you guys later. Just make sure to have a great start of your week.